Okay, so we start the story with Adele. Now, there are a lot of people who give really sound advice, and among those people is Adele on her podcast. Every time you listen to that girl, it is wisdom, nuggets of wisdom, and sometimes even buckets of wisdom, depending on what you are listening to. But she continues to give the same kind of vibe as we end the year. Now she's speaking about that particular thing, which is wisdom. And through her many, many experiences, through her many, many careers, she has learned a few things that she is ready to unleash upon us. And I'm excited. Every time someone gives me advice that I go like, yes, queen, you are speaking the truth. I really do enjoy it. So this particular time, she's speaking about being with people in your life that enable you to grow, enable you to see further, and enable you to actually not be in a space that is of fear. She speaks about the fact that it is so important and, in fact, paramount for you to surround yourself with people who are goal-oriented and do not let their fears run their lives. She says on her podcast, or actually she said on socials, she said, I think you have to be intentional with who you share your dreams, your goals, and your ambitions with. Continue to say that some people will project their fears on you and just fuel your self-doubt. I now seek people who can give me knowledge-based critique and whose creativity and ethos is rooted in abundance. And I'm like, yes, that's actually really, really valid thinking, because if you think about it, we all have fears. We all have a fear of something. And especially when you're trying to get into your goals, when you're trying to get into your system, when you're trying to get into your glorious self, you know, you're trying to get into your villain era, or you're trying to get into your 100% me era, you will always be faced with fear. And for that reason, you don't need other people who are afraid. You need people around you who actually tell you, go, push the limits, push that P, break that ceiling, do what you got to do in order for you to get to the other side. So I completely love that advice. She actually did go on to say that what does she do? Because a lot of people will then go like, but what if I need help? Because a lot of people may be vile, but what if you actually need help? And so she says, so what I do if I need help or when help is needed, I seek advice on work or business people from whom these people have experience, or people in those who have experiences in the areas that she is trying to get herself into. If you're looking to become a business person, for example, you don't go looking for business advice from a person who is a TikToker. You know, you go to an actual person who's actually been in business and succeeded in their business in order for you to get sound nuggets of advice. Why? They have experience, they have the information, so basically they're just divulging their experiences and telling you what they did versus what they would have done. So always go to people who are in the system of whatever system you're trying to get into. Mm-hmm. I love that advice.
And I think, you know, in this day and age where everybody with a platform, anyone with, you know, a microphone and a camera will just get on the internet and say things, and people follow it by word. Who do you think Andrew Tate was in the beginning? You know, Andrew Tate was just somebody who was spewing his things. He was saying his opinions, and then some people agreed with him, and it became a whole movement, you know. So be careful of how you're using, you know, your platform. Adele, let's just be honest, she's just one of those sane people we have on the internet. It kind of balances it out, because there's a lot of nonsense, and then there's no sane people who actually have like sound word to give to you whenever, you know, you're in problem or you have something that needs a solution. She is there and she provides it. As you can see, I'm rushing through that story because I just want to get to this next story, okay?